You see, I can never ignore what we are really fighting. And I can never promote that we're fighting any type of, man, we're fighting something much greater than that.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, brother.
Did Satan put us on a slave ship, or did white people put us on a slave ship?
Absolutely Satan. And matter of fact, let me retract that. The sin that we encountered, the sin that we stepped in, we put our own selves on that slave ship.
Who built the slave ships and who brought them to the coast of Africa?
You would say the European?
Who else could have done it?
Even if the European did it, would you say he was not demonically possessed? Who controlled the European?
Your interpretation of his behavior may be that he was possessed by a demon.
Mm-hmm.
But the observable action, whether it was a demon or not, it was Caucasians who enslaved African people.
Absolutely.
Who mass incarcerates us right now? Satan or white people?
We mass incarcerate ourselves.
How can you mass incarcerate yourself? Do we lock ourselves up?
Every time that you go against and you make a bad decision, that is called a sin. And I need everybody to understand what I'm saying right now. Because you see, we all have God in us. So we ain't gonna play that game. You know what I'm saying? When you go to do something wrong, there's a voice in you that has already guided you. You have it, your ancestors had it, and everyone had it. When you decide to go against that voice, there is a punishment that is going to come about. Now, if that punishment comes about through the hands of this man, that means that man's hands was just used as a tool.
And you're relying heavily on individual decision. I'm talking about systemic issues and challenges that are placed within certain communities to disadvantage the members of those communities. Whereas the same behavior is done in the white community, but they are not persecuted or prosecuted for it as much as black people are. White people commit most of the crime, but black people are disproportionately, charged and convicted for the crimes. So if you're going to say it's us, what about the fact that white people are not being held accountable?
This is where the scripture comes in to point at. Now, so this is where your color comes in, and when people speak about color, the scripture already tells you Israel is going to bring salvation to the people. Israel will bring salvation. I hope you are familiar with the scriptures. So, with that being said, I just quoted a scripture earlier that the dragon comes down to the earth to bring wrath to the siblings of the one that was caught up to the throne. The one that was caught up to the throne, we already understand from the study in scripture, was the Israelite. His siblings will be who? Are the Israelites. Israelites are the ones who went into the Spanish Inquisition, and they were the ones that was taken into slavery. They were the ones that was taken back to Africa, to the coast of Guinea, caught by their own African brothers that they were really,
Only a minority of African kingdoms participated in the transatlantic slave
But they
trade.
did, though.
Yes, but it was a minority.
Yeah, I believe that.
The transatlantic slave trade was a European.
It was targeted at a specific Negro people that actually came out of the Spanish Inquisition.
No, sir. The enslaved Africans came from all up and down the west coast of Africa. Yes, sir. There's over 40 dungeons. I've been to plenty of them.
So
we came from everywhere on the continent.
Everywhere on the continent.
Yes,
so
sir.
You're saying
Central
we came
Africa.
From North to South Africa.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. From Northwest Africa,
we got to
all
bring
the way
out the
down
map.
to the top of South Africa.
We got to bring
the
out the map.
The dungeons are there.
I got the map.
You don't need a map. You can go to the dungeons.
Yeah, I got the map. So Guinea, where's Guinea at?
West Africa.
All right. So what
Cameroon
is the wait. What's
Central
the land
Africa,
of Guinea?
Congo.
What's the land of Guinea? Who populated Guinea at that time?
Who?
You tell me. I'm
asking
you. I'm asking you. I've already said it, actually.
Who?
At the time that Guinea was going, there was our people, was the Israelites that was being caught and enslaved.
I don't agree with that. Not everybody was an Israelite.
I didn't say everyone was.
Okay, but you
I
just said that
I said
Israelites
that.
were taken into slavery from West Africa.
Yes.
Correct. And I'm telling you, not everybody in West Africa is an Israelite. In fact, most
course
people in
not.
West Africa are not Israelites.
Since when? What year would you say that?
Since the beginning of time.
But again, I don't want, that's a little bit that's a little bit getting off of what I'm saying.
Okay.
Because again, you're getting back into the physical thing. I'm not going to do anything physical, period. My enemy is Satan. So I would
But
never,
when you say your enemy is Satan,
I would never,
you're
scapegoating.
You're scapegoating an entity who can't be proven to exist.
How can he?
Stay with me. You can't prove to me that the devil exists beyond a shadow of a doubt empirically.
Watch me. I have 4 people in the room right now. Do you know that Satan exists? Thank you. Stop. Do you know that Satan exists? Stop. Do you know that Satan exists? Stop. Do you know that Satan exists? I just proved
That's
it.
not proof, and I'm going to tell you why.
Proof,
no, it's
brother.
not, and I'm going to tell you why.
That is proof, brother.
Let me respond.
That is proof.
Let me respond.
Everybody in this room just said that they know Satan exists, brother.
I could be in a room with 5 white folks. Are white people superior to Africans? They will say yes. Are white people superior to Africans? They will say yes.
But they're not here to ask
Stay with
that.
me. Are white people superior to Africans?
No, brother. They're not here.
Are white people superior to Africans? Just because
they're not here. Ask the people that's here something.
Just because you profess
the people
a
that's
premise.
Here something.
No. Listen to me. Just because you profess a premise, that doesn't make it true. Do you understand me?
Stop.
And the popularity of a view doesn't make it true.
One question. Do you
the majority
Let me
can't
ask
be wrong.
you now. Why? Stop. Let me ask you
Where
now.
is Satan? Show me Satan.
So
show me Satan.
I didn't ask you that.
Satan
I'm
is not
asking
real.
You a question.
It's not real.
So
it's
there's
an
no
idea.
devil.
Prove it. No, prove it.
So is there a God?
Prove it.
I'm asking you a question. Is there a God?
There is supreme consciousness, yes.
Explain that supreme consciousness.
Supreme consciousness is the supreme spirit that governs, creates, and manages everything in existence.
So there's no negative. So Dr. Umar
negative
saying,
energy and Satan are not the same thing.
Wait, let me finish. There's no principality. There's no Satan that roams this earth that lurks after souls.
What is Satan? Give me a description of Satan.
I just said principality. That roams this earth that lurks after souls.
Okay, this is a being, correct? This is a being. This is an entity that roams the earth looking for souls. Satan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Prove to me he exists. Where is he? Can we talk to him? Can we see him? Where is he? Show him to me.
I don't want to hurt your feelings.
You won't. Show me Satan.
I don't want to hurt your feelings.
Show me Satan.
Look in the mirror.
Okay. And let me tell you why you said that. You said that because I disagree.
That's not true.
Can I?
Because I would say, look in the mirror to myself.
Let me respond.
So watch what you're about to say.
Let's go back and forth.
I would tell him to look in the mirror.
Can I respond to what you just said?
I would tell him to look in the mirror.
You might.
I would tell him to look in the mirror.
You might, but let me respond to what you said. The reason you said that initially is because since I don't agree with your religious belief, I automatically become your enemy. Stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me.
You're in my home.
Stay with me. That don't mean I'm not your enemy. Stay with me.
No. Stop. You're in my home.
That don't mean I'm not your enemy.
You can never be my enemy.